My presentation is consisted of 3 parts. Firstly, I'll be discussing the introduction, the differences of both crimes, background information, competence of criminal liability, and their definitions. And from there I'll move to the main arguments. Arguments against and with sentencing crimes of the same caliber. And then I'll give you some examples. I'll move to human rights at the end. And I'll conclude with summarizing my key points. Every criminal sets out with the intention of perpetrating a misdeed, whether it's a robbery, murder, or an assault, or any other. What separates attempted crimes from executed ones is that one succeeds in accomplishing its motive, while the other fails due to some reasons. I'll cover some of what the normal practices in such cases call for. I will show that whether the crime is an attempt or completed, both needs punishment, but one should be punished more severely than the other. There was a time when a failed attempted crime did not deserve any punishment under the English law. Today, however, the British law requires the punishment of intended crimes, but the severity of the punishment is less than that of the executed crime. The liability of the criminals today is decided while keeping in mind a few rules. An attempted crime, in order to deserve a punishment, requires a criminal state of mind, or what the law refers to as mens rea. It requires act itself, or the actus reus, and the causation, which involves the investigation of damage caused by the action of the offender. This means that in only such cases the law will take steps to ensure that the criminal is only punished for the crime he attempts. However, there is still a gaping hole between the scale of punishment of attempted and executed crimes. To sentence a crime, there has to be an evidence for it. One very major issue that prevents us from reducing the gap between the punishments of the two types of crime is that proving beyond reasonable doubt the intent of the criminal to commit the crime is in many cases neither possible nor visible, for the reasons that the person is either caught in the crime or the crime does not progress as planned. There is not always sufficient evidence to link the attempted crime to the felon. Giving punishment which fits the crime that was not even committed could in this case be unfair to the person who may or not be unjustly accused of an attempted crime. Another reason that validates the current legal system in this respect is that all crimes should be punished in proportion to the harms that they lead. And the problem with the crimes that are left incomplete or have failed is that they cannot do the same harm as a complete crime. Yet another dilemma is the difficulty that the legal systems may face in defining the offenses that qualify as an attempted crime. It's not an easy task, and many miscalculations are likely to make matters worse. According to the British law, the attempts to commit a murder requires an explicit intention to commit a crime. For the reason that the victim the attempt to commit a murder requires an explicit intention to commit the crime, for the reason that the victim who is sentenced for this intent has to demonstrate high level of blameworthiness. There should also be evidence of few further steps towards the perpetuating of the crime for which the convict is accused. This rule makes certain that the innocent ones are not accused and convicted of any attempted crimes. Thus, the argument that the attempted crime is hard to prove is not valid in the present circumstances. As for the argument that the punishment should fit the harm done by the culprit in case of a murder and other major crimes, the physiological and physical harm that the victim faces has to amount to something serious in order to prove that the criminal's intentions and apply the righteous punishment. Moreover, the negative effect of such incomplete crimes causes some social disturbances that stem from the fear of these incomplete crimes that might involve the other members of the society. Punishing criminals is executed for 4 reasons: the distinctiveness, incapacitation, rehabilitation, and last of all, retribution. And last of all, retribution. Some might argue that retribution is the least likely reason for implementing punishment of a criminal. The planning of murder or any other crimes, for that matter, is carried out with the intention of executing the plan with success. If the criminal who makes a failed attempt at a crime gets matter carried out with the intention of executing the plan with success, if the criminal who makes a failed attempt at a crime gets a lesser punishment, the criminal may not be deterred from executing the same crime again to achieve success, unless the criminal is aware of the cost that they might have to pay. Secondly, a crime that has been attempted, especially when it's murder, may lead to negatively emotionally affect the victim, who would always be scared and worried. In other words, an attempt on someone's life may leave him or her petrified and cause great mental distress. The damage in this case is not visible form of physical harm, but it does not in any case imply that the damage has occurred. In some cases, the damage caused goes even deeper than actual successful murder. For this reason, the assailant should observe stern punishment. The third reason for punishment of crimes is rehabilitation, in which the criminal can pay for the wrongdoing and be integrated back into society. The problem here is that the person who has not succeeded with the crime may have no need for integration because the person does not carry the burden of a crime. This problem is one reason why the law is the way it is. This does not, however, mean the choice of announcing different punishments is justifiable. Here's an example of a simple case that makes the point of reducing the gap between the two types of punishment clear. A father, in a fit of rage, stabs his son, pleads guilty to the crime, and then he is sentenced to serve time in prison. Meanwhile, the son remains in hospital in critical condition. The father served his sentence and is finally set free on parole. Not long after his parole, the son becomes even worse and dies in the hospital, whereas his offense graduates from being an attempt to an actual murder. In such case, he is supposed to serve life imprisonment or maybe even end up being sentenced to death. The part that seems unfair is that the crime he did earlier has resulted in jail time, which he had already served. Conversely, just one incident which he had nothing to do with resulted in another punishment that is more ruthless this time. The unfair part, though, is that between prison and parole, the father had nothing wrong to deserve the second punishment. Now to plead the case further, an example of a simple public shooting. Whether or not the assailant succeeds in eliminating the targets, the fact that the incident takes place very publicly and spreads the same amount of revulsion and terror amongst the people means the extent of social harm is more or less uniform. Whether attempted or executed, both crimes calls for punishment that is equal in severity. This means that failures do not entail lower social costs compared to success and should not require distinction. This step is also essential to stop the criminals from taking meat for any further attempts, because if successful, these attempts could end up in many more crimes the victim sets out for. For instance, an attempt in burglary may very likely end in assault or any other offense. Yet another problem with attempts is that crimes were never meant to be initiated in the first place. Consequences may be different by the immoral intent behind attempted crimes, whereas completed crimes remain just immoral. Whether or not the gun fires the bullet at the right instant is not variable that the criminal controls, and if the person who isn't successful isn't given severe punishment is justified. Then what's not justified is the punishment of the criminal who succeeded at the crime. Moving on to the Human Rights Act 1998, the UK signed the International Treaty, the European Convention of Human Rights. Then the UK incorporated the Human Rights Act 1998, but it came into full force in 2000. It protects basic human rights. which are respected in the UK. The Human Rights Act is split into three categories. Firstly, guaranteed, which the state must protect in all times. Secondly, limited rights. These rights can be limited in defined circumstances. Thirdly, qualified rights. The rights that may be qualified by others or by the needs of society, but only where it is necessary to do so. Here's the few rights under the Human Rights Act. Article 2, the right to life. It states that all lives must be protected by the law. Article 3, freedom from torture and inhumane and or degrading treatment or punishment. Article 6, the right to a fair trial. Under this article, there is a general obligation to ensure fairness between the parties to a case, either civil or criminal, i.e. equality of arms. Article 7, no punishment without law, prohibits retrospective criminal penalties. No one is punished for an action which was not an offense at the time it was committed. Under Protocol 6 in Article 1, the abolition of death penalty was due. And in Article 5, right to liberty, it states that everyone has a general right to liberty that is not to be in prison unless it's in different circumstances, like if a criminal is convicted or someone with a great mental distress. To conclude, at the end of the day, all criminals sets out with the least motive and all should be punished equally. This does not, however, qualify as a good enough excuse to punish a person for more than the consequences that their crimes result in. We discussed how attempted public shooting and actual public shooting has somewhat similar social implications, and both crimes deserve even consequences, where the distinction becomes necessary that not all crimes are of the same caliber, and we cannot, for this reason, apply the same rule to all of these. An effective way would probably be to make classifications of crimes and thereafter give a verdict on the punishment. This does not, however, mean that a few crimes in which attempted and actual transgressions bring about the same amount of damage should be allowed to go free. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Throughout your reading through the sources, is there any examples of legal systems that punish attempted crimes as severe as completed crimes?
And the Human Rights Act 1998.
No, I mean like any legal system, like any country that applies this rule, like punishing attempted crimes as completed crimes.
No, I didn't see that.
Thank you, Yara. I've got a question. Are there some crimes that you think are more open to be more? Are there some attempted crimes that are being punished more than others? I'm thinking specifically of planned terror attacks or terrorism. How is this law being used in those cases? Do you know?
I think there is the same way.
Okay.
Like they're equally punished,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not right
Okay.
because they didn't do the crime, so why are they treating it the same?
Okay. And can you think of any problems with imprisoning people that haven't actually committed the crime? Does it increase recidivism or does it increase criminal behaviour when they're released from prison?
They might be deterred from those criminal, like, they might behave well or they might get first in society.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.